60, and it's 47 in Louisville at 620. On the next round.
Good morning. Started off my day with a quick trip to the hardware store. For this video, I'm going to take you along with everything that I'm working on today. Got a lot of projects in the works, so hopefully you enjoy what I'm going to be calling my Homestead Diary. The main focus for today, which has been the main focus for many months now, is my garden area, getting it ready so I can put all of these plants that are in my laundry room outside, because I think the fear of frost in Kentucky has passed, and now I can really get to planting. But first, I need a garden to plant them in. The reason I had to go to Lowe's this morning was to get an air hose and fittings to run this, my new tool that hopefully will make installing the chicken wire on my fence much easier. Now, I've never used a tool powered by an air compressor. I believe they're called pneumatic tools, but I think I can figure it out. Now, if you're a subscriber and you've been following along, you may have noticed that I haven't been posting a lot of videos as of late, and that's mainly because I feel like I have to have something to show. You know, maybe a how-to or an explainer, rather than documenting. But I'm trying to get away from that and just turning on the camera and just documenting what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be installing chicken wire around my garden, attaching it to these treated 2x4s that I have been digging holes for and driving into the ground over the past few weeks. The 2x4s sit 3 feet above the ground. They're 4 feet total, so a foot in the ground. And the fence is 4 feet, and I'm going to have a foot of the fence trailing along the bottom that I'm going to cover with mulch. But first I need to pull back some of the mulch that I had already put down to make room for the fence. And one of the hesitations I have with posting videos is that a lot of the stuff I'm doing, it's the first time I've ever done it. So I don't feel that I can speak confidently on it. But I don't think I need to. I'm figuring all this stuff out, and hopefully some of the things that I learn will help somebody, or entertain at the very least. Now, as I've been doing projects to create my little backyard homestead, I have amassed a lot of tools that I did not own a year ago. And with each project, I find myself wanting a different tool, a new tool to make it easier. Hence that staple gun that I got. And I got that mainly because I have some difficulty in my hands, and that repetitive motion, stapling, I thought was going to be far too difficult. Well, now, as I'm cutting this wire, I really wish I had a pair of wire cutters with a spring to make it easier on me. But I don't know, I'm trying to get out of, let's see if my left hand works well. Nope, a little awkward. Trying to get out of that mindset of, okay, I don't have the perfect tool to do this job, so let me research what that would be, and let's go buy it. One, because that's just going to generate a whole lot of clutter. When you get more and more specific tools, specialty tools, they can't be used for a wide range of things. And I also just go back to the whole idea that, what I'm trying to do is, kind of homestead, raise my own food as much as possible, live a little bit closer to the land. And this is a practice that has been going on for a very long time, much longer than all of the fancy tools that have existed, many of which have only been created in the past 100 years, if not 50 years. So these are fine. Now added some eye protection, just in case the fence wants to jump out at me. But it is time to see how easy it's going to be to staple with my new toy, this fence, to these 2x4s. One side done, not necessarily fast, but by no means slow. Easy, but took some time. And the backside is done. I put in all of the posts except one, the one that is right here, because honestly I got tired. And there's a whole lot of rock right here, a big giant rock that I wasn't willing to wrangle with. So this is the last remaining post that I need to put in, but first I need to be able to dig the hole, and then all the posts will be in. I mean it's not even noon, so I'm gonna finish the fence. Probably not build the gates, because I don't exactly know how I'm gonna build them, but I will finish this. Okay, I got it in. Some very large rocks in the way. One I didn't end up removing, so I had to actually shift it over about 4 or 5 inches from where I wanted it to be, but it's the right depth, it is in, and I'm gonna go take a break and have some lunch. Now I'm suffering from the afternoon slump after having lunch, a little brief siesta, but there are many more hours in the day and I am compelling myself to keep working on this fence. You know, sometimes I wonder if I have ADD, ADHD, given my sometimes hyperfixation on a thing and jumping from project to project, but I've never been diagnosed, and I really don't like when people just diagnose themselves for things that should be done by a doctor and clinically are very real conditions that people suffer from. So I think more than anything, just am curious. That's why I hyper-focus on things sometimes and want to know something very deeply, and then my not finishing projects just comes down to I don't always like hard work. I think it's sometimes hard when the hard work that you're doing isn't necessary. I don't have to build this fence. I don't have to grow my own food, but I want to. I think it's the right thing to do. That I feel compelled to do it, but because I don't have to do it, makes it hard. Necessity. It's the mother of invention, and also gets you to do things. And I'm done. At least done for today. I have all the fencing all the way around. I'll still need to add mulch outside for the foot plus that is going across the ground. Have to build my gates, but did a lot of good work today. Really pleased with that staple gun that I got, even though, as I said, I'm trying to be conscious of the tools that I add and making sure that I actually need them, and just not, whipping out a credit card to buy a thing when I probably don't really need it. But very pleased, and had just enough fence, which is good, because I was a little worried with the excess that I was adding at each of the ends to make sure that each piece I cut was enough. Kind of messed up at the beginning and had way too much, but ended up having just enough. So I do a few more things today, a lot of tools and stuff to pack in and put away, but hopefully you enjoy this episode and kind of Just me taking you along on the adventure of building a fence. Until next time, my name is Tyler Lloyd. I wish you the very best. See you later. Bye.